Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for The Amazing Spider-Man issue 23. Yeah, this is a crazy looking cover. However, it pretty much only factors into a tiny bit of what goes on. This is not Spider-Man versus the Fantastic Four, though they do have some beef of what goes on. This is more of kind of showcasing how Peter deals with coming back and kind of why everybody's kind of pissed at him. And the thing is, I understand both sides in this, and we'll get that throughout this issue. So, we see that Peter's pretty much, after the explosion and coming back in, he buries his Spider-Man suit. He's like, she's still there, no time, I've got to get back there, cover his tracks, and all he takes is pretty much the spider, device that, like, let him travel as he runs away. And we see, like, the aftermath in Pennsylvania. So we see him pretty much beat up and everything, running away from the scene, thinking to himself, he just fought a god, he's beat up, Rabin's there, he's got to figure out where the hell he's at. And he's like, I was in Pennsylvania. It's like, yeah, getting to New York is, like, kind of crazy. And talking about he couldn't steal a car because he doesn't know how. But he did take some clothes as he then starts going around seeing about, like, spring training and everything, because they were pretty much in there a week, but it was only pretty much a few hours. He's trying to see what it is, and people are like, just check your phone, you dumbass. And it's like, I don't have anything. So evidently he's, like, going around trying to figure out what's going on. We were in that dimension place for a week, so we get to Uptown. And we see May's pretty much talking to people who are like, I don't think you should be going so hard on him on these bills. I mean, yeah, I understand the treatments were experimental, but talking about his insurance. And of course, she'll bring it to him when he's fully recovered. For now, you'll be dealing with May as he busts in. And she's like, what day is it? Thursday? No, when's the last time we talked? Yesterday, remember? You and MJ were going for a walk. That's not possible. I was gone for a week, maybe more. And then we hear somebody say, slow down, Peter, as we see that Osborn pops up. And he's talking about how you're scaring your aunt. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing in here? He's like, I was checking to see how you were recovering. If there's anything I could do to help. I thought, correctly it appears, reaching out to you directly might upset you. And I'm like, Osborn? That is the smartest fucking thing you've said at this point. Like, I'm like, yeah. Good idea to know that. So he's pretty much telling him to stay away, to get out, and he's like, you don't look well. I'd rather not until I know that you're okay. And Peter's like, no, I'm not okay. And then he pretty much, like, thunder cracks his ass through the door. Well, the door's pretty much open, but, like, he's into a wall, and he's like, you stay away from her, you stay away from me, I don't have time for your games. I'm not. And then he's like, what is that? Seeing the interdimensional travel thing. May's like, you're scaring me. This isn't you. He's like, I'm sorry. And he, of course, doesn't have time for this. He's like, time moves differently. I need to get back to MJ. It's like, I understand this. He's in freak out fucking mode. And the thing is, nobody can really assuage that. He's like, I don't know what's going on, and I have to save someone that I love. And the thing is, all the people are like, you need to calm down. And granted, trying to tell somebody to calm down in that kind of situation is going to do the opposite. But you need to slow down, tell us what's going on, and we can figure out a way to help you. I mean, because we get through this stuff, and I'm like, the thing is, it's going to take time, man. And the thing is, if it takes time, he should have just... Even though he's like, she could be dead by now. Or time could have gone so far that she dies of old age before I get to her. Yeah, but the thing is, you went to the Fantastic Four for help. No matter when you, like, in the Fantastic Four that I'm reading, yeah, Reed was able to pretty much pinpoint kind of locations. He probably would be able to figure that out to, like, get you to when and where you need to go, because both are variables you need to account for. So he's going there, he's freaking out, he gets back to pretty much get his spare suit, and everyone's like, what the fuck's going on, Randy? I never said nothing's wrong. So he gets across town, goes to pretty much try and get to Reed, and he gets freaking sucked in, and we see Johnny and Ben. Ben wearing kind of like an old school Fantastic Four kind of outfit, and Johnny's like, "You got to slow down." He's like, That's exactly what I'm telling you. I can't. An evil mathematician transported me and Mary Jane to another universe. I was going to use that device to send MJ here for help, but a god showed up to sacrifice me as part of some world-ending ritual before I could stop her. Mary Jane sent me home instead. And that I do I I do not envy Peter for the luck. I mean, that sentence sounds like bonkers batshit shit. However, that usually happens within the Marvel universe or with any kind of comic universe either. So, yes, trying to explain that sounds horrendous, but also people would pretty much be like, "Yeah, I get that." And then Johnny's like, "That world or this world? Both?" And then Ben's like, "What do we need? Well, what do you need from us? Like, let me out of the restraints." "Oh yeah, sorry. Release him." And then wondering where Reed is. Reed and Sue are on Tarnax. Skrulls are having trouble with their atmosphere or something. And then Spidey's like, "Just get me to the lab. You're not supposed to go in there, not until Cap gets here." And he's like, "What did you say?" And this is smart. Like, good writing is pretty much understanding how characters will react in certain situations. Otherwise, you essentially need to plot demand certain things and people act dumb and stupid. And Ben, Johnny's like, "Ben, you should have been more careful than that." Ben's like, "We're all friends here." And it's like, "What does Cap want from me?" And of course, Johnny accurately explains this, which is, it's not unnatural, but Johnny really gets to it and is like, "Come on, Peter. There were two massive explosions in Pennsylvania, extra dimensional origins. Feds found a Spider-Man costume. No one is saying you did anything, but we have to clear some things up before we let you loose in Reed's lab." "What kind of things?" "Run some tests. Make sure you are who you say you are. Our Spider-Man. Shouldn't take long." And I'm like, that is fucking smart. Peter did a stupid thing in burying the Spider-Man costume because what if somebody killed Peter and took his body or whatnot, and it's like, did something that just left behind the Spider-Man outfit. It really kind of fucked him over. And he actually talks about that and that he was like a wounded animal and wasn't really thinking. And then Ben's like, "We just want to make sure you are you." And he appreciates the honesty. It's like, of the Fantastic Four who have done most interdimensional travel and multiversal kind of shenanigans and stuff, though there are other ones as well, Peter has as well. Peter's not in the right frame of mind to be like, "I get this, I understand this, that makes complete sense that you want to make sure that I'm me." He's just like, "Screw this." And he gets out and he's like, "Get back here, you bum." It's like, shouldn't have buried the costume. I was a wounded animal, not thinking. Keep moving, get some space, think, figure out the fastest way to get back to MJ. And that's the thing. He is so focused on speeding his way back that sometimes the fastest thing would have been to find as many heroes that he could have, like Cap, like Reed, like the Fantastic Four. Explain the situation, work through the situation, and do it rather than just running ahead. It's like, damn. But the thing is, I understand his need to run ahead and save her. So he's trying to find a lab. Feds are pretty much trying to get at him with the helicopters and everything. He's bouncing around, taking off the Spidey suit. He's got to go faster, keep moving. And then we hear somebody say, "Hi, Peter." And we see that it's Cap saying, "A tough day." And here's the thing. Cap acts like Cap in this, and I love it. Like, he's trying to help Peter. And they both have a great respect for each other. They influence each other and inspire each other to, like, go to different heights and everything. And this is a tough confrontation because I understand Steve and I understand Peter, and now granted, I'm more on Cap's side in this because it's better to understand the speed and haste that you need to go with, even though I completely empathize with Peter here. And he's like, "You could say that I'm here to help. I need T'Challa's lab or Stark's, maybe both, and I need them now. We can talk about that. But I've got half the FBI trying to designate Spider-Man an enemy of the state. I'm not. I know. But two WMDs went off on American soil. This is a fire that's not going out on its own. Help me throw some water on it." And he's like, "What do you need?" "I need you to come in and talk to people." And that's a reasonable thing. Saying like, "Go talk to them together. Tell them what happened. I have their word. They won't make a move unless I say so. And I won't say so. Shouldn't take longer than a day to square away. Maybe two." And it's like, that's the thing. What's the timing for each person? And he's like, "That's disappointing." And he punches Cap. He's like, "I know that look, Peter. You're a soldier going through it. Let me help you." And he's like, "I don't have," as he pretty much puts pressure and cracks the shield. It's like, god damn. And it's like, now, that takes a lot of strength. And Peter's strong. Like, when he is in this kind of mode, that makes sense. Like, I'm like, I don't... This amount, yes, I would say that this is the right amount. Him completely breaking the shield and having going, oh! I don't think Peter's at that level yet. He's still got presence of mind as he takes the shield, go time, and Cap's like, what? As he then slams the shield back into him and pretty much has Cap pretty much blocked for a minute. He's like, I clearly underestimated your frustration, Peter, as Peter left. It's like, damn. And that's the thing. It's always a little bit weird when you break Cap's shield. This, I'm alright with. It's a level enough that it's not like he completely thundercracked it with just like a pinky flick or whatnot. He's at fucking I'm not pissed. I'm in anxious mode and I gotta do shit. And I do like that Pete's talking. Cap was just trying to help, and doesn't matter, tune it out, think. Cap knows I'm Peter Parker. I may be out of places to hide. No, that's not true. It's like, yeah, it's no wonder all the heroes are kind of pissed off at Peter because he went into fucking I need to solve problem mode and I need to fucking do it. And if you are in my way, fuck off. So yes, I completely understand why people are like, Though, granted, I think Cap would be the kind of most forgiving. He'd just be like, Peter, that wasn't cool. Now, and not that the Fantastic Four would not reach some kind of level of that, but I could see it going a lot longer depending upon what he kind of does next. As he then cracks in, and the person says, this can't possibly be good, and don't talk, listen, you said you wanted to help me? Help me. As we see, this is where he gets to Osborn, with Osborn doing something. Like, granted, see, I kind of would like to know because... one, it looks interesting, and two, it's Osborn as good Osborn trying to do stuff, so we'll see how that kind of works out. And then we, of course, see what the next part kind of looks like as Osborn's helping Peter. So we're getting more information. I like seeing why people are pissed off at Peter, and why, like, a good story really kind of is centered upon the believability of characters acting certain kind of ways. You don't want the plot to demand that everything goes kind of nutty and just, oh, you forget the character interactions. This is character driving the plot. Peter figured out that the time dilation effect between where he was and where MJ is shit. You spend a week there, it's a couple hours here. So if you spend a couple hours here, how much time is going on over there? And that's why he goes nuts and pretty much 100% mode on people, and we see the bad blood pretty much percolating between him and the Fantastic Four, him and Cap, and possibly the rest of them, depending upon also how the help he gets from Norman is going to shake that out as well, and what that information will give to us. So, I'm liking what we're getting. This is really good stuff, and I'm glad we're finally getting it, and that it's very interesting. I still think it took a little bit too long, but I'm enjoying this ride, and I'm enjoying this story, and I'm can't wait to see what other stuff we're going to learn until we finally get back to Rabin and Wyatt and what is going to be going on in the present. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.